Welcome back. So, as promised, I want to fulfill it. So, how we created our wet pocket with flap. Okay, what I'm doing, I've gone ahead to mark the measurements from shoulder to the waistline. You know where your pocket want to sit is all left for you. So that's exactly what I'm doing. After getting the point, you rule a line, a straight line. That's to show this is the place that you want to put your wet pocket and you measure it. Do you want to make it 5 inches? 6 inches is all left for you. So after getting the length, you take the half of that length, the half of, if it is 6 inches, you take this half of 6 inches. Is this 5 inches? You take the half of 5 inches and you mark. You do the same thing on the other side. Then from that center line, you take half inch down and half inch up. That's where we are going to sew in that 1.5 inch stripes that we cut at, the two of them. So we mark the center and we rule a straight line. We connect. So that's exactly what I'm doing. You do the same thing on the other part because we are achieving 2 pockets. So these are the stripes, the 4 stripes for the 2 pockets. Okay, so the flap itself will be taking also the length of the pockets, the what we already have marked on the fabric. We also take the measurement on the flap so that everything will sit properly. We mark, we connect, and we mark. Remember, we are creating 2 pockets. So after doing this, you do it on the other side, the other flap also. Anything you are doing on the other end, you do it on the second part.
It's the end of dawn, just starting. All your problems never stop talking. Nah. God love plenty. You wake up today, you dey breathe. Count your blessings, make you see. Fire, jere, kuze, kuze. Wana, eji, dime.
So welcome back, guys. So from the line we have already ruled on the fabric, from that center we are going to mark a straight line. That's where we are going to cut out after we sew in our stripes on the fabric. So now what I'm doing on the stripes folded into 2, we will take half inch, and half inch, the fabric is already on fold, so we're gonna take 0.7 inches and we rule a line. We are going to do it in all the 4 stripes. Then we sew the flap and we connect.
Like today, I am my day.
So this is our main pockets. The colored one is the main pocket. So this is the fabric one that we cut out because the pocket, our fabric didn't reach for the pocket. So you can see what I'm doing from the stripe. You mark a line, then you turn it upside down facing the wrong side. You sew. You will take it to your machine, exactly what I did. You go to your machine and you sew it. So let's go. So we've gone ahead to sew and we've already ironed them. So this is how it's looking already. So the flap we're gonna we turn and we give it a good press so that everything will align. So you can see what I'm doing. Do exactly the same. You will get it all right. So the flap, what's the length of the flap? So because I want to make my flap 3 inches, I have measured it and take off the x-axis. You can choose to make yours 4 inches. You can choose to make it 5, 6 is all less for you. The length, you can choose to make it 7, 3, wherever you want. It's all less for you. But because you have those tutorial, we make the length 5.5 inches and we make the width 5.5 inches and the length 3 inches. So what we are doing already, what I'm doing already is I've gone ahead to mark the center. From that center we mark on the fabric. That's where that notch will be, so that everything after sewing, everything will sit properly for you. So let's sew. I believe you have seen what I'm doing. Remember, we take the center when we roll a straight line on the fabric, and the place we notch, we match them together so that everything will sit properly. So after sewing this, you take the second stripe and sew beneath.
It's the end of dawn, just starting. All your problems never stop talking now.
Okay, sew the stripes together. So you turn the back of your fabric. You can see what I'm doing. You do exactly the same. Remember, at the end, make sure you give it that sharp V sign, so that when you turn, everything will sit properly. Just do what I'm doing, and promise you everything is gonna be fine. So we flip it over and we take everything backward. Then now we can give it a good press. This is how it is looking already, looking beautiful already. How it is, yeah, we are getting there. We are reaching to the permanent side. All right, at this point I never knew that my camera shifted from my sewing point. Nevertheless, I think I will repeat this tutorial regards to this end. But if you have reached here, I believe there is nothing too big again to do. What we are doing is we are attaching the pockets. So that is what we are doing. So that is it.
All your problems never stop talking now. You wake up today, you dey breathe. Cause your blessings make you see. Live life today. I am my day.
Alright, if you find this video helpful, please do well to share, like and comment. Alright, bye.